Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about a film from 1953 called Sincerity. It's the first of Masaki Kobayashi's films, the first full-length film he made. It was taken from a script by his mentor, Kaisuke Kinoshita. And I'm going to be following Stephen Prince's biography of Kobayashi, a Dream of Resistance, a book I would very much recommend, even if you don't know Kobayashi's films. And I was very much not familiar with most of his films. A couple of them I had seen before. This movie, Sincerity, 1953, is a film about a young man who has just graduated from high school, and he is cramming relentlessly to pass his entrance exam to a prestigious university. His family is privileged, wealthy. Across from his bedroom is an apartment house where things are not quite so prosperous, and these two sisters move in across this alleyway facing his bedroom. And one of the girls looks at the younger daughter, the younger sister looks out the window. The girl and the boy make eye contact. She has sort of an ethereal, angelic kind of beauty. He's immediately attracted to her. He believes he has fallen in love with her. He learns through his family members that she is seriously ill with tuberculosis. And tuberculosis in 1953, the post-war World War II era in Japan, was a real scourge. The sanitary conditions were so unhealthy due to the bombings from the war, and of course it afflicted the poorer classes much more than the wealthy classes. When he hears the news, well, why doesn't she needs to go to a sanitarium, and he learns the way the world works, that it's often a cruel world. There was no universal health care in Japan. I checked 1972, I think it was adopted. So she can't afford to go. And he contrasts that with the family dog gets sick and has to spend 3 nights in the veterinary hospital and comes back good as new. And this family life, this wealthy, privileged family life full of art, the parents are very liberal. There's lots of fun in the household. This very much corresponded to Kobayashi's own personal life in a family that also was a privilege. And he says in interviews that he didn't realize that there was this other world where people couldn't get proper health care or didn't have everything they wanted in his own adolescence. And this family is also a Christian family. There's a Christian church nearby. Kobayashi himself was married in a Christian church, and his films often integrate Christianity and Buddhism. The idea of Yongin in Buddhism, which is defined many different ways. One is profound reality that is hidden or cloaked from the empirical world of the senses. And that sort of aesthetic beauty is complemented by the Christian iconography. The sick girl is terrified by her uncle. She rushes off into the snow. It's Christmas. This is essentially a Christmas movie. And she collapses outside the Christian church while the Christmas worship service is going on. She coughs up blood into the pure white of the snow. And Kobayashi cuts to a figure of the Savior on a cross, and the sacrifices that this young girl is making for that she is forced to make due to the wartime, due to the horrors of war. Kobayashi becomes very much anti-war, very disillusioned with the whole idea of masculinity in Japanese culture. And this young boy is very sensitive. He's also tough. We had the movie is bookended by rugby playing. Um, and the actors, the two actors that play in this movie, here's their pictures, and their characters never speak to one another. Their relationship is all in looks and gazes, and trying to, she can't see the moon, the sun. He's, from his vantage point, he can see all this beauty, but he realizes that she has this sense of beauty within her, angelic looks. And so we see class differences. We see Kobayashi's view of the war, the legacy of the war. All these would come into play as Kobayashi's career moves forward. This is a movie, Sincerity. It's only available, as far as I can tell, on the Criterion Channel. The next movie is Well, Beautiful Days. It's on the Criterion Channel, which is skipping over two movies. And then after that, the next four movies, there is a Criterion DVD Eclipse set. And then we hit the human condition and several films going forward that are all available on Blu-ray. But Sincerity, I found to be, it's a tearjerker for sure. An effective one, judging by my tear ducts. This is, again, the first. I'll be commenting on all the films that are either on the Criterion Channel and or on physical Criterion release. Okay, thanks a lot for everybody who stuck with me. As always, it's much appreciated. Comments would be welcome if you're a Kobayashi fan. Other than that, you guys take care. Catch you next time.